We're back. Here's more Jurassic World news. They know their game comes out in 2 months, right? It's still a long time away, but apparently they just keep dropping stuff like non-stop. So let's see what we got now. Ooh, I like the building logo there.
Welcome back, park managers. Today we'll be jumping straight into a park that's been running for a while. Looking around, it needs our attention. This park simply isn't making enough money, so we're going to need to bring in something big to up that appeal. And a quick, easy way to get more dinosaurs into your park is the marketplace. You won't have access to this at the start of your career, but the more parks you manage and clients you impress, you'll soon be able to access the marketplace to purchase dinosaurs. Now, let's see what species are available. First, we'll want an impressive flying reptile, and the size of the Quetzalcoatlus is certainly impressive. They're a bit expensive, but look at that part.
Dimorphodon, Pterodon, Quetzal, and Thanos Dragon.
Dimorphodon,
confirmed!
Dark Jurassic Anon. Doesn't sound
we're gonna get some shit here.
They're rated over 50%.
I predict that's a movie one.
This park is in dire need of some big attractions. It's a risk, but that is park management.
We can buy dinos!
And it's paid off. This is sure to head up our cash flow.
Goddamn, they reproduce quick.
Now, let's find something for our lagoon.
Mosasaurus, that's all. Of course, they don't give us any.
Another crowd pleaser. And this time, it's coming from a reputable source. Let's get them into our park.
Okay. Could the Mosasaurus exist in giant groups like that?
And finally, something for our land enclosure. We've spent
whoa, time out. What do we got here? Diplodocus. Effing called that one. I said there was no way they would cut Diplodocus. I called that. I said that. Gallimimus confirmed. Carnotaurus. Did we have Carnotaurus? The Carnotaurus or Ceratosaurus in the other one? Troodon's making a return. Troodon. That's okay. That's an interesting one. I thought that one was definitely going to be cut. That is interesting. Okay, so that was an easy one. Knew that. I knew everybody. People were saying that was going to get cut. I was like, no freaking way. That's one of the most iconic sauropods of all time. People are all in their views. Oh, they'll probably cut the Diplodocus. That's a movie dinosaur, famous movie dinosaur. So that was one of those that I thought would keep that stay. That had the most likely to stay. I think the Struthium mimus, because of its name recognition, also has some potential. I think it was the one that begins with an A that could get cut. The Carnotaurus is the one that we have seen in the before, right? Yeah. It was the Ceratosaurus we didn't see. We already know we were in video. Troodon. That's fascinating. The Troodon got to stay. Interesting. As being a small raptor-like animal that could easily be replaced, because you already got Utahraptor, you're going to have Velociraptor, you're going to have the Atrociraptors most likely. Troodon kind of pushes, looks like that could push somebody out the door. Pyroraptor, maybe? I think that if you're going to cut one of the two from the movie, I think you cut Pyroraptor and you keep the Atrociraptors, right? I mean, there's no way all those little animals are staying. Deinonychus is definitely cut. I can call that one now. But this is definitely putting Pyroraptor and a Terciraptor into shaky ground, just because you got to cut some small animals. But okay, besides all that fun, let's see what else. Let's look at the screen a little bit. So Diplodocus, we have amount 2 male, 2 female, or 2. It's 2 male, 5 female, 4 female, right? I don't know. I think of my my sex symbols there. That's the female, right? Okay, I'm not good with those symbols. It's been a long time since I've actually gone by those symbols. I've gone by them. I've never gone by them. So we got good price, average price, bad price. He's trying to rip it. I gave it to Alice. Was trying to rip us off. It tells you where they're coming from. Sold by the Asian Wildlife Fund. 9,900. Relocating to a more relaxable environment after a traumatic time at their last home. Various skins, docile, social, weak, nectar. It's really cool. It tells you where you're buying them from and if they're have their trustworthy source. Alright, I like that. That's kind of cool.
Out of our budget, so let's go for something a little smaller. This Gallimimus is cheap, probably because of the seller's rating, but we do have the perfect enclosure for them.
Why would you need that much room for a Gallimimus?
That is not a Gallimimus.
What the hell? That's messed up. I love that. So you bought a Gallimimus and it turns out to be a T-Rex. That's awesome. Okay, I'm liking this. This is like, what the hell did you send me? Alright, this is a cool quirk. I like this quirk. I do. This quirk is cool. He bought a Gallimimus and got a T-Rex. Man, you pick? I guess you gotta pick the clothes you're gonna put them in so you can drop a T-Rex and do with all your herbivores. Like, oh shit, oh, that's hilarious. I love that.
We wanted big attractions, but this enclosure was not built for a dinosaur that big. This is the risk you run when purchasing through the marketplace and trusting those less than reliable sellers.
I mean, you got a T-Rex pretty cheap.
We need to get this situation in hand.
Oh look, there's the ranger station.
To get them out of our park, we'll need a response facility. Let's send our capture team over.
Okay, so
they'll tranquilize the T-Rex so we can safely rewild them.
So are we gonna have the capture team and that little buggy guy as well as the fixture team? That's interesting. Rewild. I just built a pin. You got this guy.
I think we've managed to successfully.
Is that separate than the response guy?
And it now has 2 new headliners. It's not long now until you'll be taking on your own parks on October 21st. Good luck,
Zipline.
managers.
Alright, so that's not the same little buggy jeep there. Alright, there's some stuff I really liked here. I mean, buying a dinosaur and getting something completely different as you buy from untrustworthy sources. I don't know, that just cracked me up right there. I can't help it. That's funny. I'd keep the damn T-Rex. You just got a T-Rex for cheap. Put it to sleep, build it in a pin, and put it in a holding pin for now. Bro, you just got a cheap T-Rex.
Welcome back, park managers. Today.
Alright, so we got Jurassic World. I do like that statue looks really good. Look at that. I like that. Look at the waterfall, the rock work. Oh man.
Looking around, it needs a.
Oh, that feels like a Planet Zoo type pin right there. That just has that Planet Zoo enclosure feel to it.
Our attention. This park simply isn't making enough money, so we're going to need to bring in something big to have that appeal.
If people interact with that stuff, that'd be awesome too. Look at this. Let's look at this park a little more. So there's water coming from what I would assume has to be from the outside of the map. So is that like? So can you integrate that into your map? So this is another of. I'm going with Nevada because those look more like Red Rock Mountains. There's double tier over here. Right there, I built the building. There I have it there. That is, that's cool artwork.
Easy way to get more dinosaurs.
The other
into your
Stegosaurus,
park
that's
is
part of
the
that building.
marketplace. You won't have access to this at the start of your career, but the more parks you manage and clients you impress, you'll soon be able to access the marketplace to purchase dinosaurs.
So like you pop that on anywhere on the path.
Now,
Notice
let's see
that.
what
Didn't have the line to the path. It snapped
access
on
the
top of the
marketplace
path.
to purchase dinosaurs.
No path to arrival point. Although it does say that. Because it wasn't built yet? Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see what species are available. First, we'll want an impressive flying reptile, and the size of the Quetzalcoatlus is certainly impressive. They're a bit expensive, but
Alright, so let's look at this a little more. Dimorphodon is a bad seller. A good price. This is $8 million. It's got mass appeal. Seller's not terrible. It's 55% thumbs up there, right? Sold by Dark Jurassic Anonymous 344. Yeah, that sounds like the person you want to buy a dinosaur from. Dark Jurassic Anonymous 344. Needs rehoming after they were rescued following a police raid on an underground facility in India. You get 2 adults of each species, of each gender, and 2 babies. So, so is that $8 million for the whole batch? I would take it then, right? You can refresh the list too. So it's an 8 set here. Paid $9 million for 6 Quetzals. That's how often does that list refresh?
look at that park appeal.
Like, can you see what's in here to build a park for?
Probably pay attention to is the seller's rating. Dark Jurassic Anon. Doesn't sound too good to me, but they're rated over 50%, and this park is in dire need of some big attractions. It's a risk, but that is park management.
It's a risk, but that is park management. I didn't like it.
And it's
I like this. I do like this concept. This is a cool new little quirk to play in the game. Just for what you don't know where you're getting, so we're getting some a lot of aviary stuff.
something for around the lagoon.
So what we got from here? The Ecology Rangers. These animals didn't get along with their cohabitants at the previous site, looking for a new home. Large appetite, aggressive, and needy. So this is another one of 4 adults and 2 juveniles.
Another crowd pleaser.
Can't believe they didn't show us anything.
Let's get them into our park.
So look, you got the rock. So, all right. So here we go. So this is like they haven't really showed us much with the lagoons yet. But you can see you can modularly build all the way up to the edge of the lagoon, which even though you got a little overhang here to blend in your lagoons a lot better. It looks like. So that means you could almost put. Okay, I want to scroll. I'm trying to scroll like I do on the map.
It's coming from a reputable source.
So
Let's get them into
does that mean you could like have a pin that goes right up here and all the way up to this point? All right. You can use rocks. You could. I mean, I imagine no land animal will go into the water. I'm assuming. But you could have like more flow, show things that flow like that. That'd be kind of so we could do stuff like that though. We obviously we saw that earlier. We have these things are back. The shark feeders back.
our park.
Not much design wise. Oh, there's Kelp Mountains. There's some mountains down there. They've not really showed us much of the lagoons at all. So you got mountaintops and kelp forest.
And finally, something for our landing potion.
So what was the Gallimimus? It was negative 43%. It was 50K for 4 of them. So he's spending 50K.
Probably because of seller's rating, but we do have the perfect enclosure.
I mean, I think that enclosure would have worked for a T-Rex. That closure's, that's way too much for a Gallimimus. What are they talking about? That enclosure is huge. Look at that water. The waterfalls are going to be so much fun.
That is not a Gallimimus.
Where the hell did you land it at? There's the waterfall. It was in the pin, so there's like a landing from them.
Not built for a dinosaur that big. This is the risk you run when purchasing through the marketplace and trusting those less than...
Does the dinosaur come all like angry and stuff too?
We need to get the situation in hand.
Alright, see that, they're different colors. That does not look like the little maintenance guy's Jeep, right? This is like a little dune buggy. So that means we're going to have our response team coming back as well as a maintenance team. Which is cool. So these guys will, so you can test these guys with the dinosaurs and you're going to have the other guy test with fixing stuff. So yeah, look at that. That does not, that little vehicle, that is not the vehicle we're going to see here in a minute.
Let's send our capture team over. They'll tranquilize the T-Rex so we can safely...
Look at that. That's nice. Look at the nice pathwork. There's just people just strolling around like doop-a-doop-a-doo. See, look, that's like a little buggy. So that is a totally different team. So yeah, so you have the maintenance team and you're going to have the rescue team. So we're getting another worker. This guy wasn't just, because the first thing I thought this guy was just replacing the response team, right? Because it used to be they were the ones that would do the repairs and stuff too. So we're going to get one guy, the maintenance guy's job is to take care of the facilities, as well as the so the response team is only going to work about the animals.
I think we've managed to successfully...
So, alright, that's cool. We're getting a whole new thing there. We got some patio diet. Why does their enclosure feel so much smaller than the one you were trying to put the T-Rex in? The plaza level, Union Towers, yeah. Where's the, how close is this water cup? Does this water include all the way into your park? So does that mean the Nevada one is at the, what's that big lake? Alright, so there's a lot of cool stuff in this one, man. I like this. This has been one of the better videos. Oh, oops. But yeah, this has been definitely this is one of the better ones. I mean, I like this. I like this. I like this marketplace thing. I mean, I think they started kind of doing. They did that with the. They kind of did that with the Malta stuff. The Dinosaur Underground. Yeah, hey. But yeah, you don't know. You gotta buy from. If you don't buy from an untrusted seller, you don't know what you might get something completely wrong. That doesn't work. I would have kept the T-Rex though. I personally, that would have. To me, if you buy a T-Rex and get a Gallimimus, I'd be pissed. If I bought a Gallimimus and got a T-Rex, I'm like, hell yeah! I just got a T-Rex cheap. I'll make a home for it. You rebuild them walls. That's a fun concept, though. I do like that. Buy dinosaurs. Buy from trusted sellers, not trusted sellers. So that's cool. I'm definitely a big fan. I like this. So this is definitely one of their better spotlights they've done so far, I would say. It actually showed a lot more than some of the other ones. It was like the train tools one, like barely showed you anything real new. This one really showed a lot more of the functioning of it, everything like that. So this was really good. This was a really good video. And we got some more confirmed new returning species. One not even I put on my cut list. I don't understand the Troodon. I guess. I mean, it was in a game. Alright, well, we got some more. So, a lot of good stuff in that one. Until next time, or maybe tomorrow at this rate. Cacharo out. Just gotta add to the video one more thing. I start reading the comments. We're like, you got a T-Rex or a Gallimimus? Gallimimus for a T-Rex? That's. I'm like, That's not a bad thing. Once again, Kuchero out.